Welcome back to another episode of the Healthy with Heartland podcast. I'm your host, Justin, also here today with your favorite creative directors, Simon and Shannon. We also have Kat here as well. And a very special guest, we have Rick Weldon from the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce. So before we get into the actual episode, let's send it over to Simon and Shannon for some announcements.
All right. Welcome back, Heartland family. If you are a Heartland customer, you can take advantage of our reorder special this month. So for the month of September, we have awesome salmon burgers that will be included with your reorder absolutely free. So make sure to take advantage of that. If you're following us on Facebook, I'm sure you've already seen our awesome foodie group, but make sure to become a member of that. We're still doing our 5K giveaway. So be sure to post and invite that you've invited your 5 friends to the foodie group.
How much?
5 friends. That's right. If everyone invites 5 friends, when we hit 5K, we're going to do a $2,000 giveaway of all of our farm source products.
Okay.
We're getting up there. We're past 2,000.
Yeah. Slowly but surely. That's what they say wins the race, right?
Keep it going. And if you've been tuning in, you know that we have our Welcome Heartland Celebration coming up this September 12th. So make sure to scan the QR code or visit the website, which Simon will post in the comments. It's heartlandfoods.com/welcome to receive your free gift to attend. There'll be awesome food, fun games, stuff for the whole family. So make sure to check that out. And with that, let's get into the podcast.
All right, Kat.
All right.
Take it away.
I'm taking away when somebody gives me my microphone.
Oh, you don't even have a mic yet.
Now I'm official. Hey everyone, Kat here, your event manager for Heartland Foods. We are very excited about the upcoming Welcome Heartland event. I'm very excited. This is our first event that we are hosting with our new office, and we invited a very important person today in the podcast that will help us spread the word here in Frederick, Maryland. So Rick Weldon, hi, how are you?
I'm great, Kat. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us. I love I love when things happen like that. So Rick is the president of the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce, and we felt like this partnership, being a part of your organization, is going to be wonderful for us here at Frederick, our move with Frederick. But tell us more what it is that the Chamber of Commerce does for businesses.
So we're as excited as you are, Kat. And just walking in this building, the level of energy that I see in here suggests to me that this is going to be a really, really successful and strong partnership. But,
absolutely.
So what do we do? So I was asked that question 3 years ago by a 10-year-old grandson. What does the CEO of a Chamber of Commerce do? And here's what I told him. We help small companies become big companies, and we help big companies become more profitable. Right? So
Profit's always good.
So if you have to find a simple explanation of what is a Chamber of Commerce, so if I go back 20 years, 30 years, to my father's Chamber of Commerce. It was where deals got done on the back nine of a golf course. So I'll tell you right now, more deals get done at a Starbucks or Cafe Nola in downtown Frederick than ever get done on a golf course. Right?
So it's changed.
It definitely changed. So it's all about strategic partnerships, taking advantage of partnerships and communication, right? So the tools we're using today, no chamber CEO was using these tools 10 years ago, right? So our chamber has over 900 member organizations that represent about 42,000 full-time employees in Frederick County. We're the largest county chamber of commerce by membership in the state of Maryland. But part of that's because some counties have multiple chambers, so they compete with each other for members.
How does one start a commerce? I guess a commerce. The fact that you guys only have one here in Frederick, but then there's multiple in counties like Montgomery County. How does that even do I just get up one day and say, hey, I just want to help small businesses?
So that's exactly how it starts, right? So it typically starts with, and I'm going to go back over 100 years, like 116 years. So President Taft, when he was president, decided that if these organizations were going to crop up and their primary job was to advocate on behalf of businesses, then they were probably going to try to influence politicians. So he said, in order to do that, you got to file a charter. And you have to address integrity and transparency and tax compliance. Guess who got charter number 1 in the United States of America? The Frederick County Chamber of Commerce.
Really?
We are charter number 1, right?
That's
so
awesome.
we've been functioning for 116 years. But how it started was a couple bankers got together and realized that small businessmen were having trouble with regulatory burden. And if there was an advocate that could be created to help them get through the government red tape to be successful, that would be a good thing for a community. That's how chambers got started and still get started even today when small companies, sole proprietors, people that are working out of their basement or their garage have trouble getting their business started. It's great to have somebody who's been around for 116 years, knows how to navigate the channels of bureaucracy in local government, county government, state government, or federal government to help a business be successful. And that's what I do 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. My job is to help businesses get established and become profitable.
Wow. Did we even consider that moving here? That we have such a great resource?
Well, so the way that this came to fruition was from Kristen Wojden, one of our
customers.
happy Heartland
wonderful
family
customer,
customers.
yeah.
Lifestyle magazines,
Yeah, so she's been a customer of mine for a long time, and she just sent me an email. She's like, "Hey, I'm so excited you're moving to Frederick. Like, these are the things you have to do. Who you have to talk to?" And that's the Chamber of Commerce is. I didn't even realize it's not something that was even on my radar. So this is incredible. So thank you for helping us.
Yeah, so I'd suggest that our relationship with the business community may be a little bit different than other places. Like, if you look at what our chamber does versus what my counterparts in the city of Baltimore do, it's a very different relationship. To us, it's transactional. It's what do you need? What are the impediments to your success that I can work on to eliminate, as opposed to you having to hire a lawyer or a business consultant. So for a couple $100 a year, in addition to all our events and our networking, our social media footprint, I can go to Annapolis and advocate on behalf of legislation that affects your business. I spent 8 years there as a state delegate, so I understand the Maryland State Code. I was a former county commissioner here in Frederick County, so I understand the health department. And a sanitarian who has to approve a food service permit. Those are things that I can actually pick up a phone, make a couple calls, and help eliminate an obstacle.
I'm thinking I'm going to have a barbecue here every weekend. I'm gonna
so I can help you with that.
Consistent permit for that.
I can help you with that.
But I think the way your relationship is with your businesses is similar to how I communicate to potential Heartland customers. What sets you apart from other competition, especially when I'm working like a show and you see our competitors. So we are still locally owned, locally run. The president still does paperwork every day, and we are very close to our customers. We will give you that very intimate relationship rather than a 800 number that you don't even know who's answering the phone.
Right.
So
or an email.
Right.
So I love to be able to say that to a potential customer.
And that's why I think this event is so important, right? So we're going to bring people here that wouldn't have come here otherwise.
Absolutely.
That will be exposed to you and your team in a really personal, direct way. So they'll see what the products are.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll be able to sample the products. But
not sample. They're going to eat.
Right. Well, but most importantly, they're going to make human connections.
Absolutely.
100%.
Which is the game changer.
Yes.
It's the transformational component is bring people here, have them meet your team, see the passion, see the energy, see the creativity, and they're going to sign up. And they're going to become recurring customers.
And the neighbors were probably like, why am I? Because I hand wrote 500 address envelopes. My hands are cramping. To the neighborhood around. They're probably like, well, who are these people? And even just walking by, AJ will say there's so many passerbyers. And I think we had our first walk-in the other day.
Yeah, I think it's a great. Since we've moved to Frederick, we've noticed that the amount of people outside that are exercising, just the community here has been
it's
pretty
close,
awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Working with Jen Martin at Celebrate Frederick is such a close-knit community. It's amazing. We were at Sunday's last concert at Baker's Park. It was the Symphony Orchestra. I mean, I'm like, this does never happen in Baltimore. I've never found an event like this in Baltimore. It's amazing. Amazing. Families everywhere. They come together, listen to me. There was dancing. My kids were rolling on the ground. It was a great night. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have the space to keep having things out for community to enjoy here on out. So,
Rick, what do you attribute the closeness, that sort of vibe? What do you attribute that to? How long have you been here in Frederick?
Wow. So I'm a 40-year Frederick resident. So I grew up in Newcastle County, Delaware.
Wow.
But transplanted here, I worked for the Navy Department down in Crystal City in the Pentagon.
Okay.
So So I was a commuter down I-270 for 13 years.
Oh, wow.
So we are the second largest city by population in Maryland, next to Baltimore.
Okay.
If you put Rockville and Gaithersburg together, they're bigger. But
Yeah.
if they're separate, right, we're
Yeah.
bigger than they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think there's a small town
Feel.
vibe here,
Yep.
despite the fact that the population continues to grow, and you guys see it here, just to the east
Absolutely.
of your property with that big resident, and there's more coming.
Yeah.
And there's some big commercial development that's coming over off Monocacy Boulevard. Yeah. But Frederictonians, we're a big city, but we have a pretty small town vibe.
What did you call Frederictonian?
Frederictonians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Washingtonian or Frederictonian?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're a Frederictonian.
So you'll hear us referred to as Frednecks. That's typically our friends in Rockville, Gaithersburg.
Oh, that's funny.
but-
Okay.
But yeah, I attribute it to that small town vibe, right?
Okay.
I mean, youth sports are incredibly rich in this county, as an example.
Yeah.
Our agricultural community, while it's smaller than it used to be, it's still the largest concentrated ag economy in the state of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And yet it's offset by biopharma, life sciences.
Wow.
You know, we've got scientists right over here on Monocacy Boulevard that are going to announce a major cancer breakthrough in the next couple of years. And it'll happen right here, a couple
That's
miles
awesome.
away.
I just got chills. That's awesome.
I know all of our eyes are like, and
Yeah,
I heard
no,
this. I've already heard this on our Zoom call, but to hear it again, it's awesome.
Well, that's why we're so excited with where you are, because Heartland Foods is in the center kind
I was
of
gonna
the
say.
economic energy that is Frederick County. And despite COVID and all the changes that we've had to adapt to in our lives, the fact is our economy is crushing it.
Yeah.
And I don't see that changing. I mean, we just signed another deal with a Fortune 20 national life sciences company. And so that's now the 8th of those. And those are employers that are employing 1,000 people with a median income of $100,000, which
Wow.
means some people are making a whole lot more than that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and here you are kind of right in the heart of it.
Well,
In the heart of it, Heartland Foods.
So to join the commerce, I mean, is there a requirement of a business? What is required to be a part of your
So
organization?
it's really easy. You just have to make sure that, and we help with this, you have to make sure that you're tax compliant. So
Okay.
that's an issue, because there are some businesses that really haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
And so they're not quite ready to join us,
Uh-huh.
but we work with them to get there.
To get there.
So
Okay.
that's an important part of it. But you can join the Frederick Chamber online. I mean, you don't have to have me come out and strong arm you. And we have members. In the last 3 weeks, we had 10 members join the chamber, small businesses who just went to frederickchamber.org, hit the online join form, and became a part of our family of over 900 organizations. The surprising thing about our chamber is, as focused as I am and we are on business and growing business, the largest sector of our membership is 501c3 nonprofits.
Really?
Right? So people who worry about feeding hungry people,
Yeah.
clothing people that need that, housing people that don't have a roof over their head, that's the largest sector of my membership, followed by, financial services and healthcare and, all the other restaurants and retail.
I feel like that speaks to the small town vibe, right?
Values.
That speaks right there, right?
Right.
Did you find that any of your members have extreme challenges during COVID, whether it
yeah.
is getting back their employees or
Yeah, so
trying
the,
to,
so
trying
the
to
whole thing.
keep business going? Yeah.
So the lesson I've learned is, if I ever have a chance to talk to an aspiring chamber CEO, I'm going to tell him not to be the CEO during a global pandemic. We had, there's probably a third of our members who in 2020 couldn't pay their dues,
Sure.
right? Because their government had them shut down.
Right.
So they weren't interacting with, especially retail. They weren't interacting with customers. So that's been a big challenge. And the hardest hit in my mind are event venues and all the event venue contractors like caterers,
Yes.
photographers, DJs, limo drivers, small retail.
Yeah.
They were crushed.
Yeah.
Hospitality, the hotels. I mean, we had hotels here that had single-digit overnight occupancy for 7 months.
Oh, wow.
Right, and they're typically in the high double digits, right?
yeah.
Or so those businesses were really crushed and deeply impacted. And the worst part was, it wasn't anything they did wrong.
Correct.
It was
Yeah.
their government ordering them to close their doors.
Wow.
So,
Has anybody called you and say, hey, we're doing much better.
Oh, yeah.
Things
So
are-
we're seeing that. I'm still worried about the event venues because the Delta variants cause people to. I just heard where movie theaters are now going to ask people to wear a mask for 2 hours, and I'm really looking forward to the new James Bond movie
Oh, I
coming
just
out
saw
in
the
early
trailer
October.
yesterday.
October 8th, I think it is.
Yes, October 8th.
But I don't want to sit in a theater and
Yeah.
wear a mask for 2
2
hours.
hours.
You know, so that we're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But definitely our economy across all sectors has rebounded pretty
rebounded.
dramatically midsummer to now, and I'm hoping that'll continue.
Well, good. That's good. Well, so again, fortunately, we have this great open space to host this wonderful event. And will you be there?
Oh, of course I'll
okay.
be here.
Oh,
So-
yeah. You heard it here on the podcast
You heard it in
first.
the podcast.
Yeah,
Rick will
absolutely
be
I'll
there.
be here.
So we're going to do a ribbon cutting for the event, and the president of the Chamber of Commerce will be there to honor us with his presence. Who else will be here as well?
So we're actually going to have the ROTC program from Hood College. They're going to come and they're going to do the color guard. They'll be posting the colors. And then I know we have a DJ. I mean, there's going to be the cornhole champion of all cornhole champions here. Actually, it's Justin.
That's
He's going to be there.
The offer still stands.
The
If
offer
anybody can
hey.
beat me one-on-one, they
So
get a free food
we
pack.
will give this is the opportunity to come to this event and not take out your wallet. Maybe for your ID because we have to card you for the beer, but
Yeah.
it's all on us. It's all on Heartland Foods. We are happy to be in Frederick. I am very excited about this event. Usually I'm a vendor. Usually I'm paying a bill. I'm still paying a bill. But this time we reap all the rewards, being able to entertain everybody here in the Frederick area. So 1 o'clock, probably at 1 o'clock, we'll have the ribbon cutting. So the event starts at 12, so everybody can start showing up. We'll have the food cooking. I just finished up the menu. It's amazing. I'm going to kick myself in the butt. I cannot remember the brewery that's coming. Jim is the name of the owner. And they'll be here.
It's a local brewery.
It's a local brewery. It's down the street in Frederick. And we'll have the kids station where the kids can paint their crafts. Rumor has it there'll be cotton candy and snow cones for the kids.
Shaved
the moon
ice if you're in
balances,
Hawaii.
shaved ice if you like. So just a great feel. Bring a picnic blanket. Pull up a cup of squat. We have all this grass that we can chill out at. We'll have a volleyball tent up, so I'm sure some kids will love to play. I'm tired just thinking about it. So 1 o'clock, we'll also have the barbecue contest. So we're going to go ahead and announce we had a couple of interests for the barbecue brawl. So we'd like to make this a yearly thing, Heartland family members and foodie groups. So I see it all the time. I'm not fully engaged in the Heartland foodie group, but I do. If you guys have followed the Heartland
Don't go there hungry.
page. No, it's just I'm a cook. I love to cook myself, so I'm excluded from the contest. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to cook.
Right.
But we do have 3 wonderful contestants so far.
Yep.
And if you're still interested in partaking in the barbecue battle, it's a $500 cash prize or 1 month's free food if you are a customer of ours.
And we're looking for 2 more people.
We can have 2 more people slot. We have 3 right now. We'd like to have 5. It is a blind contest. So if you are gonna submit to be a contestant, we ask that you not tell people what you're cooking, because all we're gonna do is we're gonna set out the food, pass it out in sample sizes, and you have to vote blindly. So you can't say I'm cooking this or I'm cooking that. It's not fair. If you have 30 family members, we don't want them all showing up here voting for just one beef brisket, okay? So let's play fair. We're not going to tell them, but we will tell you who the contestants right now, the 3 top contestants. We have Jeff Wilson. Woohoo! Jeff, I always see his posts. I cannot wait to try what he's cooking. Ellie Gallipo. Ellie did her pop-up earlier this year. She's an amazing, dedicated, loyal customer. Loves to cook. She
Loves cooking.
brags
She's
about
going to be
her.
tough to beat.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is going to be tough to beat. I know what they're cooking, so I'm salivating, and you guys don't
Just
know
thinking about
why. And actually, Chef Lo, Mitchie Lomanang, who will also be, she's cooking up our food for the event. But she said, you know what? I think I'll take it on. So she's also cooking for the barbecue challenge. So that's 3 contestants so far. We have slots for 2 more, and if you could let us know at least by this weekend if you're still interested, because we want to ship the protein to you, so you can pick your protein yourself. It'll be a Heartland product, of course, and you cook it at home, and we will prepare it here. I'll warm it up and everything for serving. So that is the steps of the game, the rules of the game. So you cook it at home, you season it however you like, you can add a barbecue sauce next to it, cook it however you like, just bring it to the event. I'll be in touch if you decide to be a contestant, and I'll get the food out to you for you to cook. But yeah, very exciting. So we're gonna do the tasting after the ribbon cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Give it about an hour of everybody trying the food, and then we'll draw a winner. And
Give you all the bragging
give
rights.
you all the bragging rights. And
Very cool.
I just heard there's a belt involved.
Oh, there may be
There
a
may
belt
be
involved.
a barbecue
cool.
The
belt
WWE
involved.
I guess
The
you're gonna have to
WWE.
show up. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's not just bragging rights.
That's
It's
bragging
a belt.
rights.
It's
a
a
belt.
belt. That's right.
Love
Because
that.
we do, we have so many, all of us have all these ideas about how we can expand as Heartland Foods here in Frederick. And I think having this event yearly for Frederick it's almost there. It's going to happen. Yeah, our RSVPs are up. So please RSVP. I want to make sure I have food for everybody. It's not just to nag you to go online and fill out a form. I really want to know that you're coming. I want to know that I have enough food for you. And we would love to have you. We have
Absolutely.
gifts for everybody before they leave, kids and adults. I can only say
Rick, are you a barbecue fan?
I
You
am.
enjoy barbecue?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Can
Yeah.
you tell us about a good barbecue around here? A barbecue place around here?
There's
There's
several.
some. Okay.
And some of them are
Put 'em on the spot.
Some of them are food trucks, but
Okay.
Black Hog is fantastic.
Ooh, I'll make.
right?
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
that's
we've been
Black Hawk.
downtown. It's out in Middletown. It's down in Urbana, up in North Frederick.
Yeah.
There's a food truck called Intense Barbecue that is with the number 10 in it. It's fantastic. That's one thing we've got. Mackey's Southern Barbecue
Yeah.
down on 7th Street across from the hospital. I'm going to really upset somebody by not mentioning them, but there
There's
are
so many. No,
I'm
wait.
sure we'll find
literally a ton. Carter Q out in Mount Airy. Phenomenal barbecue with a raspberry barbecue sauce that is to die for. You could, as Guy Fieri says, you could put it on a flip flop. Flip flop, it tastes great. So
Gee.
yeah, we're very fortunate here to have.
Wonderful. Well, I'd
great
love for
places.
those cooks to come out and and challenge.
You're throwing it out there.
pros.
Yeah, the pros. Well, I mean, who doesn't love food?
I don't
We're
know.
gonna start taking longer lunches.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All these great
I know
places.
you said Urbana and what was the other place you said? You said
I'll
about
email you a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate Rick being on the show today. A lot of us did not know what e-commerce did.
Yeah.
Now we do. And I can relay that message to my 10-year-old daughter when she turns 10 and asks me, what's e-commerce do, Mom? But we are very excited about the Welcome Heartland. This is Labor Day weekend, so touch and go for people traveling, probably last minute travel. School started for a lot of people. So don't make any plans for the 12th. Just come out and join us.
Enjoy it. Yep.
Do we have any more announcements before we No?
No.
Yeah,
Then
I
we're good.
just need everybody RSVP.
Yep.
I am the hostess with the mostest, if you guys don't know it yet.
Hey.
So they said I can have the mic all day at the event. So if I feel like giving away a $25 gift card for something, I'll do it.
Ooh,
But some of our giveaways will be some premium prices. Someone told me I could give away a mini fridge. Anybody like a mini fridge?
Giving away all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of
Very
stuff.
cool.
Just for you to come out and meet us. We're here. We're in Frederick. We're here to stay. And the celebration is going to be fantastic.
I'm excited.
So the last word. So I do this a lot. I'm lucky enough to visit a lot of businesses in Frederick County of all different sizes, shapes, sectors. When I walked in here and when you walked me through, the level of excitement, the buzz, the laughter, it is the best indicator of success for a company when I see a workforce that's as together as you guys are, excited about the future as you guys are, focused on your customers. This is going to be a great long-term
I was
partnership.
excited just because I did my walkthrough today, and I was like, "Oh, this all makes sense now."
Yes.
Because
We're excited to be here.
Yes, we're very. So I'm excited
Absolutely.
in like 10 different levels, because outside of what I do for Heartland Foods, I've always loved entertaining people. I love bringing people together, and to be able to do that for us is amazing. I'm so excited. It was so much fun.
And I think Frederick and Heartland Foods, we're like on the same Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing. We care about lifestyle. We care about health. We care about wellness. You know what I mean? We care about the community and bringing people together. That's what we try to do. We try to incorporate the service and have people eat dinner together. You know what I mean? That's like one of our biggest things, sharing a meal with someone. And I think that Frederick aligns. We're all in that same kind of alignment, that they are synergy, so to speak. You know what I mean? That
So I
we're
saw
all
some
in it together.
signs downstairs and upstairs. And what I've been telling people through COVID is we all are in different places through this, right? So what we need to focus on what our shared values are, right? Our common humanity. If we can figure that out and figure out what we can agree about, then the stuff we disagree about will fall by the wayside, right? And we'll all be better because of it. We'll be a better community.
Absolutely.
You'll be a better company. And I think people will see that when they come here on the 12th.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Only the best work for Heartland. Please add the ones I brought on.
You are the voice of reason,
We
Rick.
are the voice of reason.
Yes.
But, I always say, when you have fun, it's never work.
Yeah,
That's right.
true.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, guys, thank you for having me again. I know you don't like me being on the mic for too long, but
No one
I
ever
enjoy
said
it.
that.
just kidding. And Rick, thank you so much for coming. We look forward to a successful event. We are going to connect with your counterparts to make sure this is spread the word to the rest of your members.
Absolutely.
And we'd love to have them there because it's going to be fun.
Fun
Yeah.
food and
Can't
games.
say
We're
that.
looking forward to it.
All right, Justin, close us out.
Sounds good. We're going to keep making America healthier one family at a time, especially here in Frederick. We are so excited for our new location here and to share it all with you next weekend. We'll be back next Thursday, 12 p.m. again, for another episode of the Healthy with Heartland podcast. So as always, stay healthy with Heartland.